Remember that feeling? The world blurring into a kaleidoscope of color as you spin faster and faster. Whether you're a kid in the backyard, a dancer in a pirouette, or just goofing around in an office chair, there's a universal joy in spinning. For a moment, you're the center of your own whirling universe. The wind rushes past. Your laughter mixes with the speed. It feels fantastic, liberating, almost like flying. And then, you stop. But the world doesn't. Suddenly, the ground lurches like a ship in a storm. The blur of color refuses to focus. You take a step, but your legs feel wobbly and unsteady. That flying feeling is gone, replaced by a confusing, stomach-churning sensation that the planet is still spinning without you. You've gone from graceful to clumsy in a split second. What just happened? Why does something so fun have such a bizarre after effect? It's a universal experience, but what's the science behind it? Why does spinning make us dizzy? And how can people like figure skaters or astronauts spin endlessly without turning into a wobbly mess? Is there a secret to conquering dizziness? The answer is hidden deep inside your head, within a remarkable and intricate structure, your inner ear. This isn't just for hearing. It's your body's personal gyroscope, a sophisticated motion detection system. Inside this labyrinth, a special fluid and thousands of microscopic hair-like sensors constantly report your every move to your brain. The dizziness you feel is the result of a fascinating communication lag, a trick your brain plays when the signals from your inner ear and the signals from your eyes just don't match up. Get ready to untangle this sensory puzzle. This is WhyOWhyTV, where we take your most head-spinning questions and transform them into clear, fascinating science. We believe curiosity is a superpower, and today we're exploring the incredible mechanics of your body's balance system. We'll journey into the inner ear, decode the messages sent to your brain, and finally understand why a simple spin can throw our world completely off kilter. Inside your ears are 3 semicircular canals filled with fluid. They detect rotational motion in different directions, like nodding or shaking your head. When you turn your head, the fluid shifts, bending hair cells that send signals to your brain. We're moving. So your ears aren't just for hearing, they're also your built-in motion sensors. When you spin, the fluid in your canals keeps swirling. Even when you stop, the fluid doesn't stop right away. Your brain still thinks you're spinning, even though your eyes and muscles say you're standing still. That conflict creates dizziness. So what's actually happening inside your head? It all boils down to a dramatic disagreement between your eyes and your inner ear. Think of them as 2 co-pilots looking at different flight instruments. Your brain, the captain, gets flooded with contradictory information and doesn't know which to trust. This sensory showdown, what scientists call a neural mismatch, is the root cause of that wobbly, spinning feeling. Let's zoom into your inner ear, home to your vestibular system, your body's personal gyroscope. Inside are 3 tiny fluid-filled loops called the semicircular canals. When you spin, the fluid inside, called endolymph, starts to move. This moving fluid bends tiny hair-like sensors that tell your brain, "We are rotating." But when you suddenly stop, the fluid doesn't. Thanks to inertia, it keeps swirling for a moment, continuing to tell your brain that you're still spinning. But while your inner ear is still reporting motion, your eyes are sending a very different message. As soon as you stop, your eyes look at the stationary room and tell your brain with equal confidence, "Everything is perfectly still." Your brain is now caught in a bind, receiving 2 completely opposite alerts. This intense confusion is what you perceive as dizziness, the feeling that the world is spinning even though you've stopped. The brain's confusion has immediate consequences. It struggles to coordinate your muscles for balance, which is why you stagger and stumble. Your eyes also get caught in the crossfire, leading to rapid, involuntary movements called nystagmus that make the world appear to jump or spin. And the nausea? That's your brain's ancient defense mechanism. It interprets this profound sensory conflict as a potential sign of poisoning, since many toxins can disrupt sensory input. Its emergency protocol is to make you feel sick, just in case. It's a false alarm, but it feels incredibly real. This is the exact same principle behind motion sickness. In a car, your inner ear feels the motion, but your eyes fixed on a phone see stillness. On a boat, your inner ear feels the waves, but your eyes see a stable cabin. It's always a mismatch between what you feel and what you see. Dizziness from spinning is just motion sickness in reverse. Your eyes see stillness while your inner ear insists you're still in motion. In fact, astronauts train for this because in space without gravity, the inner ear gets totally confused. Even after spinning stops, the canal fluid may keep moving for a few seconds. Your brain slowly recalibrates, but until then, the world feels like it's still in motion. That's why dizziness fades gradually instead of instantly. Some animals can spin without dizziness. Figure skaters train their brains to adapt and reduce the effect. NASA studies dizziness to understand how the brain reorients in zero gravity. So, why do we get dizzy when we spin? The fluid in your inner ear keeps moving, tricking your brain into thinking you're still spinning. That mismatch between your eyes and ears makes the world tilt until the fluid settles. So, the next time you step off a merry-go-round and the world keeps spinning, you'll know exactly what's happening. It's not magic, and the world isn't actually moving. It's a fascinating conflict happening right inside your head. Your vestibular system, those 3 incredible semicircular canals in your inner ear, is still feeling the momentum. The endolymph fluid is still sloshing around, telling the tiny hair cells, "Hey, we're still in motion." But your eyes are looking at a stable world, sending a completely different message to your brain. Nope, everything is perfectly still. This sensory mismatch is what creates that dizzying sensation. It's your brain, in a moment of confusion, trying desperately to reconcile 2 contradictory reports. It's literally catching up with reality. But what if you want to help your brain catch up faster? There's a simple trick that dancers and figure skaters have mastered. It's called spotting. By focusing their gaze on a single, unmoving point for as long as possible while they spin, they give their brain a powerful, stable anchor. This helps the visual system override the confusing signals from the inner ear, dramatically reducing dizziness. You can do the same thing. After spinning, find a fixed point in the distance and stare at it. This simple action helps your brain recalibrate, telling it, "This is the new normal. This is stillness." It's a direct line of communication to your brain's navigation center. Even astronauts undergo extensive training to help their brains adapt to the ultimate sensory mismatch of zero gravity, proving just how adaptable our internal gyroscopes can be. Ultimately, dizziness is a powerful reminder of the intricate and constant work your brain does behind the scenes, tirelessly interpreting a flood of information to construct your reality. It's a complex dance between physics, biology, and perception, and that's our goal here at WhyOWhyTV, to unravel the science behind the everyday experiences that make us wonder. This has been WhyOWhyTV. If we helped answer your why and balanced your curiosity, consider hitting that subscribe button. We believe that asking questions is one of the most important things we can do. In the comments below, let us know what makes you tilt your head and ask why. We read every single one, and your question might just become our next deep dive. Join our community of curious minds, and let's keep exploring the world together, one question at a time. Speaking of tilting heads, have you ever wondered why our canine companions do that adorable head tilt when we speak to them? Is it just to hear us better? Are they trying to show empathy? Or could it be a clever trick related to how their brains process visual information and read our faces? The answer is more surprising than you might think. We'll be sniffing out the science behind that mystery in our next video, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Until then, keep asking why.